here we are. As the rug game is heating up. God, see, I thought I looked very, very red in this light. I've got this glare coming in straight off the thing, and it's making me look like I'm literally a tomato. Fair enough, but we'll deal. There we go. We have got the letter M today, and as we should know by now, that is M for me. We got the M community leaders with us. If we could bring them both out, or is it one at a time? There we go. Both. How are the madmen?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Dom, are you sure you just didn't go tanning, man?
I know. It's very, very...
so red.
Yeah, I know. I'm not quite sure how I've done this, but I was playing around with the camera for about a minute, hence why I was late, and I didn't fix it, so I thought just going to have to shine nice and bright. I look like a typical British tourist after going down to like Magaluf for a week and just going out drinking and thinking it will protect me from the sun, but there we are. Maybe
I don't even know what that is.
Magaluf. Oh, it's all the rage.
Magaluf.
It's I think it's in Mallorca, or maybe I don't know, one of these. But typical, it's where especially northern Englishmen go down. Tell you what, if Beefy was here, he'd tell you. I bet he's had many nights in Magaluf. Is he? If he's in the comments, he will certainly be able to tell us. Oh God, disappointing. Just got VEMP God. How about how are you, Dennis Oshie?
Well, I'm doing brilliant. Thank you. Thanks for having us. Like, it's amazing to talk about our community.
And are you Dutch?
I'm Dutch, yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm from Belgium.
Everyone says you're German, don't they?
Exactly.
So I should know. I've got my cousins live in Aalsmeer.
Okay, interesting. That's
so yeah,
close.
where the flower markets are.
Exactly. It's really close to my place.
Oh, really? Fair enough. You might even know them, but I won't dox them live on air, just in case. But so, do you want to give a little bit of a intro to yourselves? Reveal as much as you're willing, and might as well talk about our based Chad community whilst we're at it.
Yeah. Well, I'm Denoshi, also known as Dennis. I'm a former team member of the Shibaverse community. I've done a lot of admin moderating things in there. I was also doing Twitter Spaces for a long time. And yeah, now I'm supporting the M community with Matt. I don't know how I came in that community, but I joined and I saw Matt and he was like, hey, it's great to have you in this community. Do you want to do the admin thing with me, like community leading? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. Like, this is an amazing community. And well, we will talk later about that, but we also accomplished some things so far. And I think that's also great to share with you guys. So I'm looking forward to that part. And I'm also I consider myself more as a crypto enthusiast. So being like, I mean, you can invest in a lot of projects, but that doesn't even make sense if you're not participating in the community and get to know the people working on it, get to know the community and project much more. Like, that's my part. That's something that I love to do. And that's also the reason why I'm supporting TheRugGame, because I think it's really interesting. I had some bad experiences in my crypto journey so far. I've also been work pulled a couple of times, but that's how you learn about crypto. And that's the experience that you have to go through, you know?
100%, especially you're not mentioning the other experience, which is honeypots. When honeypot game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Buy one of these 10 tokens. 9 out of 10 are honeypots. What about you, Mad?
I have to give mad props to Dennis, because we started the rug game as leaders of the letter, right? And then I've known Dennis. Dennis, I think we've known each other for over a year now, maybe even like a year and a half, through our
Exactly. I started
through
my
our mutual
crypto
interest.
journey in Falcon 9 and Shibaverse, and you were also there since the beginning, so we know each
Yeah.
other for a long time.
Yeah, that's how we connected. And I was really, really excited to get Dennis on board. He's been super helpful with reaching out to other communities and networking. He really embodies the essence of Stone Soup. And that's what we're all about. And so super happy to have him on board. A little bit about me. Yeah.
It's a lot of puns coming in this show.
So a little bit about me. I've been in crypto now for, I think it started around the summer of 2020, and it just started with the classic investments. I think I was accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then it was actually Mr. C who turned me into my first altcoin, which was VEMP. So it was also, it's funny, right? It was VEMP. And that was like the first time I learned about MetaMask and getting all that set up, and then getting into Telegram. I think that might have been like my first Telegram group. So VEMP popped my cherry, and things have been crazy ever since. And then from there, because we knew each other, I learned about Cult. So I got on the pre-sale of Cult, and the Cult community has just been so strong. And that's why I've been sticking around. It's like so great to see a community-driven project and leaders step up, right, to really help push the project forward. And so that's also what the TheRugGame is all about too, right? It's about like people stepping up within their smaller communities, because Cult's a bigger community. The TheRugGame is also a big community, but you've got smaller communities within, and people kind of stepping up, bringing ideas to help their team win.
Definitely. And I know the answer, but for those wondering, why the letter M?
So the obvious one is my name, right? Because it's like you see a list of letters and it's like, how do you know which letter to pick? I think at the time when we were choosing letters, T was in the lead. And so that's probably why Matt took it, because it's an easier letter at that time. And then for me, it's like M for mad. I was like, that's one easy answer. But then it was also in last place, and I've always been a sucker for a good challenge. So that's why I chose M.
Likewise, but I'll let Dennis jump in.
Well, honestly, I came there by coincidence. Like, I didn't even know how this game worked, but I saw many people that I know from my early crypto journey with Falcon 9 and Shibaverse jumping in the chat, and I was like, hey, that's have to be amazing. Like, if these guys are in the community, that's something I want to be part of it, So that's also the reason why I joined M. But I think every letter is also having their charm. Like, every community is different. Like, you cannot please everyone, and probably we're also not going to please everyone. But if they see something that we are doing and they think like, hey, that's something that I want to be part of, they will probably join M. Like, M is standing for the extra, something more that we will offer, I think. So I think you can define it like that, like more magnificent, like me, Matt.
As many M's as possible.
Exactly. Like morning, every time we jump there in the morning, I write like, hey, good morning. Like, everything starts with an M for me,
It's even.
Does that happen to you guys? Where
it's changing your life so much that it's even changing your colloquialisms.
Sometimes I go about my day and I'm like, oh, that's another M word, and then I remember it, and it's just so funny how like it's changing the way I think just about my day because of this letter.
But do you know also, like, if you're watching on or if you watch all these things, like for example, McDonald's, I'm loving it. Like, and you try to associate all these different things and brands, you know? That's something I started to do when I joined the community.
First time we've had this question on. Not the first time I've had this question, though, but thanks. Glad it's made its way onto YouTube now as well, when video. Yeah, I mean, I am definitely, well, actually, I've got a confession, you know. I have been cheating on M a bit, but it's for good reason. So you may have seen the rise of G-Star from
No way
to hero. And so I have my bot going, which is literally being sped out as soon as and as quick as possible, so for public use, in order for anyone to use it for their community. But G-Star has had around 170 trillion points added over the past 24 hours by my
I saw that.
And that is because I wanted to prove that not a single token has to be out of the race. Literally, anyone who can either A, afford it themselves, or B, can band together and collect however many Ethereum, whether that's selling NFTs, whether that is raising funds from whichever way that you so please. You literally, as soon as this bot comes out, anybody will be able to score as many points as they want, because G-Star was losing and now it's third by a massive margin and it's closing in on T. You know what? I might actually take it to beat T just so that T goes into third. I will.
So Dom, you're telling me that Internet Dollar had nothing to do with the increase in points in G-Star?
100% he had nothing to do with it. What, is he claiming it?
No, he's not. I'm just messing with him.
Oh, that's a shame. I should have waited. Harvey asked how many ETH I've spent doing that. Well, this is the other reason I wanted to do it, because I started buying and selling M manually. So I didn't have any track record of like ETH that I'd spent. So with G-Star, I am tracking the ETH. So I think so far I'm on about 5 or 6 ETH worth of washing.
Sheesh.
But it depends on if it wins a round. And I might have to cheat on M for this round and join Team G-Star, because if it wins, then I can see how much ETH I get back. Obviously, I had to play this, and I encourage everybody to steal my strategy, because all of you will be able to get onto this as soon as the bot is live in public. What I did was, slowly, I made sure that G-Star was losing. And in fact, I bought and sold R and the normal G, who had fallen behind it. So I thought, well, I don't want G-Star to get saved yet. I want people to panic and sell it so that it gets to a lower market cap. So I made sure it lost first. And then when it was losing and people dumped it further, then I started buying it with lots of other wallets so that when I started getting it higher up, I could dump it back down again. So anyone can do any of this. As soon as this goes live, anybody can, via any means possible, as long as they have the ETH, or they can convince someone else to join their team, or they can spread this. By all means, literally all you need to do is take that small risk, because right now, what's the losing one right now? R is at 25, just over 25k market cap. Right now, if you were loading up like 5-10 wallets of that, you could probably pick that up and keep it like at 50k market cap, with like 10 wallets, and then wash trade it, spend what, 5-6 ETH, get it into winning place. You don't know what the price impact will be from it pushing higher, but I can tell you for M, that was 40K at one point, and now it's 140K. So for anyone who bought it down when it was low, like us, that's 3x. So you've just got to do the maths to find out if it can work for you. Because if you can take R from where it stands now at the very bottom, 315 trillion points, and you can take it to number one, not only will you make a certain amount or the money back in the WE if you win, you will also potentially be able to make however many X's on your side backs. If R goes to the market cap of M, that's 5x. So I think that people haven't yet understood the multiple ways that you can go about this. So I'm keen to show people all of the underhanded things that you can do. and I can actually get away with it because it's all for the game. I can finally let out my inner demon. Just go ham on everyone. So yeah, I'd keep on Team Dom, Team M, but
I gotta give you credit. That the bot's brilliant. And you can never cheat on M because don't you always have to trade M though when you use the bot?
Yeah, so the public bot is being given that right. So
but the private bot isn't.
The private bot isn't, no, but I will swear to abandon the private bot.
Okay, good.
I will abandon the private bot afterwards. The reason why there's a different one is because the current bot works with it has your secret key. So we didn't want people to be copy and pasting their secret key of like a wallet into Telegram, even if it was a new wallet or anything, just in case like they kept it on their paste and they accidentally sent it somewhere, etc. So what we're doing is we're building a front end so that rather than needing to connect the wallet via uploading a key, you can just click and do it through MetaMask or MetaMask browser. So that'll be out, and the Telegram bot will give you a fresh wallet, and then all you do is you fund that wallet, and then you can. I'm not sure yet if we're adding the mechanic it will give you a new one each time, or whether like you as that user can forever use that wallet. But yeah, I think that people aren't yet understanding like all of the ways that you can play the game, because there are no rules, which means that you can do as much as you want by whatever means you want. In fact, once I'm done with G Star, I'm looking at that 26K market cap on R. I'm rubbing my hands. But again, the risk is I might go to do this on R and it could get rugged at any minute now. The period is underway, isn't it? So
that's true.
So you've got to run that risk. But at the same time, 315 versus the next one at what? Oh, 316.2. So I can literally probably one or two, maybe four. So a buy, a sell, and R will be A. Oh my God. Imagine if Artorius gets rugged first. God, tell you what, I might have to move on to R sooner. Just that'll really really get to him. God,
don't crush his heart, man. Don't do it.
I know. I really need to be fair, I need to load it up publicly because at the moment I feel bad that people can't. It's like everyone's arms tied behind their back and I'm just punching them in the face. But yeah, I mean, you've got to play the game.
Brilliant.
What has M been working on that I haven't been aware of? Apart from the bot, has anything else been going on in the background?
So yeah, we've already gotten a couple partnerships, and we're still figuring out what these partnerships mean. Right? we're not going to make a partnership and just say partnership and then leave it at that. We want to do something unique with each partner, but we're trying to figure that out. And so the first partnership that we got was Sons of Crypto with the Web3 wallet. So we're really pumped about that one. And then the second one was Messier, so M87. And they actually recently just did a buy competition where they gave away $500. They haven't announced the winner yet, but giving away $500 for holding M87, and joining both Telegram groups. So that was super generous of them. And yeah, we're still talking about what we're going to be doing with each partnership, and there's potentially more on the way. We don't want to talk about it yet until it's confirmed.
Classic crypto, isn't it? Partner with people. What's the partnership for? Absolutely nothing.
Well, we're going to make it mean something.
Partner first, think of the reason why later. Love it.
Exactly.
That's how we do it.
Especially in a game like this, where it's like a race to get the partnerships, right? I know some of these projects have done polls. Like Sons of Crypto did a poll, and they had people in their Telegram group vote on which letter they wanted Sons of Crypto to join, and so M won that poll. And Shibaverse did something similar, and it was H that won that one. So Shibaverse is partnered with H. And Dennis, anything else we're working on?
Well, we're also going to host a Twitter space with M87, but we still have to figure out a date to schedule something. So that's also on the program for the next days, the next week probably. So
fair enough. Then you're gonna track the volume.
We're also going to organize a dump fest. So I made a poll in the M group, and they voted in favor of scheduling a dump fest. So I know last time we did this, it was kind of spontaneous with the wash trading, and people were confused, like, wait, dump my bag? What's going on? And now I think people are recognizing the importance of trading, the importance of volume. And so if we organize it together collectively, we can drop down the market cap, then increase the volume with some wash trading.
Well, this is the thing, like people often in like usually it's in like meme coins, but you have whale groups or private sale groups or like influencer groups anyway. Influencer groups is not as much the same thing because like honestly, like most of them dump their bag literally at the token launch. But if you can have like I think CalciBot does one, or there's definitely like types of bots where you have to own a certain amount in order to access the group. And I would heavily encourage all communities to find this and organize this, because if you can set up a group which is like you own 1% of supply, then get as many people to join the group as possible, and then you can literally know and count how much percentage of supply everyone has. You can orchestrate these dumps, and you can also make sure that other people don't know when it's coming. Because if you're doing all of this out in public, then people know that the top token right now, M, is about to dump, and they will buy your dip, and you might have to buy higher. And that is a hesitation. So you have to be clever about these things, and you have to do them randomly. Because if you let everybody know that M is going to have a big dip and it's already winning, then people will buy as soon as they see that, and it might counteract. But then again, on the other side of it, and that's why the game's so good, great volume. Like people trying to play your game will add to the game and vice versa. So all of these things come into it. Every action has a reaction. So I would highly encourage all of the individual letters to set up a 1% or 0.95 or 0.9% top bag group so that you can count and know, who has what. Not for any like privacy reason or like to keep track and make sure they don't sell. Selling's encouraged. That's the great part of this. So, I very much encourage everybody to do that so that you can orchestrate better. Spread the word, letter leaders.
Yeah. No, that's smart. I like that idea. And even with like the increase in volume, I think we noticed this on was it Saturday or when we were doing the wash trading, that the bots come out to play. I noticed that too. And so like that, so even just generating volume, the bots are going to come out to play more, and that's just going to help even more with the generation of points. So at the end of the day, like even if like even if it doesn't go according to plan, like you said, you're still generating volume.
100%. To Dimitar, how far do you think the potential letters can go? Do you think we can have letters over 10 million market cap? Very much so. I think that the value of them hasn't been realized yet. Let's see. I don't know the actual smart contract, but I'm sure I can pretty much like track it down. So here I am looking at T, but I want to look at basically look at some sales, because if I can find the sales, then I can find out where the WETH is being sent. If I can find out where the WETH is being sent, I can tell everybody what the current reward value is. So here we are. So where does this WETH need to go? Oh, this is somebody swapping T directly for Colt. Fair enough. You can't blame them. Here we are. So we have, I think it's this one, OXD6 perhaps, or anyone feel free to comment if you know the smart contract address by any chance. Because I'm trying to find how much
pasted something.
Here we are. I think I got it. OXD6. Yeah, because this is the one that owns liquidity. So 47,000. So almost 30 Ethereum. So you got to think, so times that by, so 30 Ethereum times by 12 is 360 Ethereum. 360 Ethereum's worth, let's say it's 1,500 for argument's sake, $1.5 million. And that will be paid just to the holders of the tokens every year. So R is right now 25K market cap. You can buy 10 of those bags. You'll probably take it up by 100% sure. 50K market cap. You can wash trade that. And if you can manage to do it without people catching on too quickly, you can get that to number 1 points, and you'll have 10 bags of it. And that will earn you, if it stays the winner for the whole year, that will earn you $150,000. And it will probably cost you about 10 ETH. Because you got to think, this is just like how everyone thought that T was a guaranteed winner. It was the number 1 letter because it was the first one launched. And so humans are lazy. So inevitably that became number 1. But once you take the mantle, it's hard to get it back. And you can see that by the chart since M's taken over. M has pumped, but T is finding it hard to catch up, because at the moment T is still a higher market cap, which means that it's still harder to generate points. So what Matt needs to do is find out who his top holders are, and he needs to dump it.
So they've actually, to give some props to T, they have dropped in market cap now. And actually right now, M is M and T aren't even that far away from each other in market cap. I think the leaderboard says T is at 162K and M is at 139K. So whatever they're doing, or maybe it was just because M got first and people just like switched over. That could have happened too.
Don't give them too much credit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they just got dumped because everyone's coming over to M.
Yeah, that's very possible too. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I love the game theory of this, and it's fun. And I've been telling people, like, because especially now when it's the rug period, people are more nervous to trade because they're like, what if I like dump my letter and then during that time frame the rug happens and I don't have the letter and I don't get the ETH as a reward. I'm just encouraging people to always have two separate bags, one that you diamond hand that you don't touch, and then the other one you have like a trading bag, so you can play the game with. That's just my general recommendation.
Yeah, I definitely had at one point. I definitely had like multiple of every letter, but now I've been much more selective, and I've done my part by dumping all the other letters. So you're welcome. So to go back onto M specifically, apart from my own bot and contribution, what is or is there a strategy or any certain letters that you're targeting, whether that be maliciously or non-maliciously?
So, yeah, I'll speak first, and then I don't think Dennis is targeting any letters. I mean, we were targeting T first, right? Like that was kind of the meme, and the goal was to flip T. And so we were just telling everyone like M flips T, kind of like what Quam is all about with SHIB. Like Quam flips SHIB, we're like M flips T, and now we've done it. So it's like, now what?
Yeah.
Now what's our
way too easy? You know? Way too easy.
So we're gonna have to come up with a new plan. Like I think like T and M are still neck and neck. Like T's not too far away from M. So I think it's still going to be a battle for first place. And now G Star potentially coming up. Who the hell knows, right? But I would say like T is our target for now still. But yeah.
Fair enough. But what is the strategy? You haven't revealed still.
Well, that's a secret,
publicly?
I think.
Oh, secret strategies.
Well, there's also something else. Like, I mean, you can target every single letter and focus on them, but I think we are in this game for the long term. Like, we don't want to go out in the first round. We will try to pass every round probably. And like, for example, the partnerships we have, those two are amazing. We are trying to figure out what we can do more for each other, like getting a win-win. That's something we want to try to accomplish. But also trying to find some other amazing partners for the longer run, like trying to come up with something new, like not focusing only on, for example, the gaming elements. If we want to partner up with a gaming project, but also have all these amazing, unique projects together.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, methinks.
Well, we have something in mind, and we are talking with some projects, and I think it's interesting. Matt and I were having a really long conversation yesterday, and we talked about a lot of different projects. So we have some things in mind, but I think it's also like if you reveal everything in the first month, then it's not going to be fun anymore, you know? Like, it has to be fun, and people have to be exciting. Like, you can share everything the first month, but what are you going to do the second month, the third month?
Thinking the long game. I like
exactly.
it. And if you could, who are you targeting? When who do you want to go down, and who should be in the rug zone? And is there community members that you're looking to poach as and when they do? Who do you want to draft in at the mid-season point?
I can go first. So the person that I would take, once they rug would be the VEMP god, Goo God. He is such a character, and he cracks me up, and he's really he's just a maniac. He's a maniac at heart, and so I think like his place truly belongs with M.
He's in good company.
Well, I'm just following Matt. Like we started this project together. I'm just following him. I'm supporting, like sharing the same opinion on this. So
fair enough. Bloody Dutch. You're always trying to stay neutral. Never getting in trouble with anyone. At least you're not quite Switzerland, I guess.
No, it's true.
Who have we got? Where's VEMP God? Is he in the chat? Has he responded? Or is he?
He had the first comment. I don't know where he went.
He's got one in.
It's kind of ironic because he's the only person I banned from the Telegram group.
I banned Matt from M the other day. Then I went to
Matt
T.
From T.
Yeah, I went there to gloat, and then I got banned. But we've reinstated. We've come to a parlay. We always end with. Actually, wait. Somebody asked a question that I brought up on the screen, but then I can't remember. Did I answer this? Oh, yeah, and I started talking and then got onto a different subject, as I always do. So I think I already said, I think they're still very, very undervalued, and they will rise up in market cap as the game continues. The difference is that it's, in my opinion, and judging from the history and how the game is being played, I think they will all start to rise with participation, but it will be slow and gradual. Like, imagine a plunger, and you're trying to plunge a very, very deep amount of water. It's going to be so much harder to pull that up because there's so many letters are the volume. So you've got to pull that all up in one big go, which means that the volume has to come up all at once. So I think that they will get larger, but once a couple start getting chopped off and people still want to participate, then I think that we'll see those rise at once. That's my opinion, but it could be wrong. Not sure what your take is on that, guys.
No, mine's the same thing. Like as letters get chopped off, I think that there are some people who own one letter, multiple letters, all the letters, right? But like the people who just are owning a few letters will naturally start holding the other bags that are still in the game, and that'll just generally increase the market cap. It's my opinion.
Your two Colts, your two M's.
My two Colts, my two M's. That's right.
So we've got the classic 1 minute elevator pitch on why M is the best letter, why you should choose it over the rest, and what you can back it up with.
Well, that seems to be a rhetorical question to me, like why people should choose for the M community. But I think, we are here for the long run. We were having like the conversations, what we're going to do. And I think some brilliant partnerships and collaborations will turn up and show next month probably. So I think people will be really exciting to see what we have like in the surprise box for them. And I think this community is just full of chats. Like when I joined my crypto journey with the Falcon 9 community, I remember that these guys were just crazy and nuts. And this community is also having the same enthusiastic motivation and driven, supporting mentality. So I think it's a base community, and we are ready to put to bring some fire in the game, like the TheRugGame, and we're playing the game really hard. I'm just holding one token, and I told also to Matt, and he said, well, maybe it's wise to split your bags. But I'm like, well, hey, I want to win this game. So I'm full behind this community, and I'm supporting it for 100%. So I don't know if you want to add something, Matt, but
No, you did a great job. I agree. It's a rhetorical question. No, like I'm just here to win it. You know, that's been the goal since the very beginning. And M knows how to play the game. You know, we've got a big brain here too, Dom. The bot just got created. Absolutely epic. That reminds me of that sticker.
That's what I was going for.
And okay. So the hot air balloon brain. Yeah, and so we're here to win it. We know how to play the game, but we're also in it for the long term. And so the wash trading is nice to generate volume. The organized dump and pumps are good for volume and point generation. But building a strong community is also important, right? If you're going to organize these events, you have to have people who truly believe in that letter. And so building the community is also about bringing others in and collaborating with other projects. And so we definitely have some things stored, and we do have a plan for M and what's going to make it unique and stand out, but we just don't want to, of course, give that away yet until everything is 100% planned.
Well, we're also planning on FOMO, like people will have the fear of missing out probably, and they will jump in eventually. So we're not going to sit back and wait till it's coming. We're also planning to do things. So it's going to be really exciting. And I mean, if people want to be part of something amazing, they should join the M community for sure. So
good stuff. And where can they go? And what are the socials so that people can jump in right now?
So we've got the Telegram group, TRGM, I believe. Let me just double check that to be absolutely sure. Is that correct, Dennis?
I think it's correct. Yes, I have to check it myself.
CRGM, and then we also have the community page, at Twitter, like at TRG Mr. M, for people to track everything that's happening.
Oh, it's TRG letter M, as in with the actual word letter.
For the Telegram group.
Yeah, so t.me/TRG letter, as in LETTERM.
Yep. Yeah, you're correct. I'm just so used to copy and pasta. I'm not reading the actual handle.
This person doesn't have R.
Interesting.
He's playing the game.
Is this the person who just dumps whatever's in last place?
Exactly.
Every time there's a letter in last place, you just swap
and
it out.
then FOMO's in after I wash it. He probably didn't used to have G-Star until I and then he dumped it, and he dumped R to buy G-Star higher. Classic. See, he's
totally the people.
My pawn, and I'm just playing the pieces.
Oh man,
there we go.
There are totally people that just like ape the, like buy the top letter, and then they'll just keep on doing that. Or the same with the people with the lowest score, they'll just swap out. But yeah,
we're allowed to swap as much as you want, guys. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll see what other tricks there may be played, and there's a strategy going on that we'll find out a lot about, I'm sure. So thank you very much for joining, and make sure you like and subscribe, audience. This is my personal channel, so we'll be covering not just VEMP related stuff, such as TRG, and more, hopefully. I just need to think of some other ideas. But I'm sure that you guys are going to keep me very occupied for now. But yeah, thanks for joining, Dennis. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having us.
We'll,
Yeah, thank you.
see everybody next time.
Take care.